Hey guys, I'm sitting here in Caracas airport in Venezuela. I'm waiting for an Instagram follower to pick me up. As you can see, it's very touristy now. It's gonna be an epic trip. I was just in Tucumán airport in Panama, one of the most expensive airports I've been to. The smallest orange juice was $6. I don't remember anything like that. That was ridiculous. Anyway, I want to talk about the 5 most expensive countries that I've been to, because I have 1 hour to kill and it might be interesting for you to know. So number 5, Denmark. My country, where I grew up, where I live, where I always come back to, my home, but it's so expensive. Denmark is really pricey. I always try to save money when I'm in Denmark, and I try not to spend it on stupid stuff, because I know $10 in Denmark won't get you very far. But if you have $10 in most other countries, you can actually manage to get a lot of stuff. In Denmark, it's not possible. So Denmark is definitely number 5 of the most expensive countries that I've been to. Number 4, the Bahamas. I think the Bahamas is the most expensive of the Caribbean islands that I've been to. I remember I was just walking around a supermarket and I was like, wow. In general, taxis, we went to the Atlantis, the water park, that was also $130. And you know, Bahamas is not for the budget traveler, so that's number 4. Number 3, Iceland. Iceland is my number 3. I went to Iceland for 1 week in 2015, and it was during a summer festival they have in the summertime. And I remember 2 things. I remember I bought a hot dog from one of the world's strongest men, the actor from Game of Thrones, Thor, and he was standing there handing out hot dogs in Reykjavik, the capital. That was really funny. Secondly, I remember a guy who smashed his hand into a street sign in the streets of Reykjavik, and the next day I read he was arrested, and that guy was Bam Margera from Jackass, in case any of you know that guy. That was kind of crazy also. And as the 3rd thing, that Iceland was so expensive. I met 2 German girls there, and they had a car and we drove around most of Iceland and we had a really nice time together. I slept in a lot of funny places because accommodation was so pricey. It was an epic adventure, and Iceland is a super beautiful country, but also you need some cash. Okay, number 2. I've been to this country 22 times and I'll have to say Norway. I visited the country a lot as a kid and a lot of times as an adult. When I was a kid, my family and I, we always filled up the car from home with everything from Denmark. And as I told you, Denmark is number 5 on my list. But when you have to do that, it's because Norway is just super expensive. When I played semi-professional football, I had a contract offer from a Norwegian club. And I looked at the offer and I was like, whoa, that's some pretty good money. But when you figure out the costs up there and the costs of living, I would end up with having basically 0 left. Norway is beautiful, but it will empty your wallet. That's for sure. That's 100% guaranteed. So Norway is number 2. Number 1, Switzerland. For me, Switzerland is number 1. I've been to Switzerland around 3 or 4 times, and I don't think if you do 1 week of traveling around any other country that you will spend as much money as you will do in Switzerland. It's the most expensive country. First of all, I think it's because the Swiss franc is overvalued, and secondly, the citizens in Switzerland, they pay very low tax. But it doesn't really help the visitors who don't do that. The most expensive place I've been to in Switzerland was Wengen, where I was with one of my best Danish friends, and we had a really nice time in the wintertime. But also in general, cities, Zurich, Geneva, the list goes on. Bern, it's just so expensive. What's the most expensive country that you have been to? Please comment below. I would like to read your comments. And feel free to subscribe to Gus on the Go. 149 countries. After I exit this door to Caracas, Venezuela, I'm really excited. And hopefully more to come. See you guys. Take care.